Highas and higher healing vibrations. Cosmic Cat here. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for being present. This is a very special reading for those Cancers born on June 24th. If you were guided for this video, perhaps check and see where the moon or Cancer lies in your birth chart. It could be significant for you. You are more than welcome to hang out and see what message that you may receive by being present today. For those birthday babies born on today, happy birthday to you. We have a special reading here for you. And I'm going to share some messages before we pull some cards on what came through directly right before I began. And because I typically draw 2 cards before I was getting into it and was guided to start this process. So I'm running a little bit behind schedule today, so it felt as though this is appropriate. This is what we are supposed to do today. At the end of the reading, I will blow this candle out for you, so start thinking of what you'd like to manifest into your life. Maybe perhaps something will come to you as we are in this sacred space right now, discussing energy about your birthday, what's to come for you, what you would like to bring into your life. Maybe offer some support, guidance, affirm something for you that has been lingering in your brain. There are approximately 367,000 people born every day, so it's important that you take what resonates for you and leave behind for others what doesn't. It's also important to listen to all of this so that later down the road, you may be able to connect some dots. Okay, this is ways that Spirit is always dropping little nuggets of knowledge for us. All right, so the things that came up, firstly, I would like to share with you that I was guided to share some flowers that I picked in the garden today. And it is not by chance that we have this one that is wilted, that is dying, still here among us. I wish that you could see inside of how beautiful the sacred geometry that is showing in this beautiful yellow bloom. And it's passing, okay? So it's going through the death process, but it will be rebirthed, just like these flowers. Oftentimes, flowers, the way for them to continue growing, they actually have to be cut. You have to cut them and take it's really the hardest part for a gardener or someone who loves flowers, to cut them. You must cut them back, cut them down a little bit so that they can continue to grow and produce more blooms. Okay, but there's something about releasing perfectionism, releasing the fear within your body, your mind, your soul, wherever this may be. And also allow pure energy to come in. Okay. So this is a very unique reading. I have, for sacred smoke, incense was chosen. So we have incense inside of a jade plant, blowing some of the sacred smoke up here onto the altar that we're at in order to do your birthday reading. Very unique also because there are not any crystals or rocks that I've been guided to bring into this space today, which is unique and different in itself as well. So there's something about the connecting to the earth, having things simple, knowing that you don't need 1,000,000 different things in order to start something that you're wanting to do with your life. You can simply just begin in small steps, which is now it's time for us to talk about those things in the meditation. So Spirit asks, what is your dream? What is your dream? Your long lost ancient dream. It's time to begin working towards it. Baby steps, little by little, is what I heard. And when I asked, what is your dream? And I pulled this card, the 7 of Wands. So your dream is quite a few things came up. Your dream is to be accepted, to be seen, be heard, recognized, appreciated, honored, and to be able to communicate and use your voice to stand up for yourself. You do have the upper hand. This doesn't mean you're above anyone else. This just means that you have the upper hand and you will win this battle of what seems like you would lose, because we have 6 wands coming at you, but they are at a lower level plane. And so this also could signify someone or others around you with denser energies. Maybe perhaps you are not aligned anymore with the energy that is in a group setting. Perhaps this is at work. This could be at home. This could be in a volunteer community. This could be in your home community, your neighborhood. Perhaps it's a place where you go typically and sit and have coffee in the morning, and it's just not feeling the vibe or the togetherness, the close-knittedness just isn't there anymore. You're starting to feel more like a number, starting to feel more like a nuisance, as opposed to, or you're just starting to be feeling like you're taking advantage of. Okay, so if you're in this situation or in this feeling right now, know that as long as you really focus on this, focus on where this lies in your body, like where in your body are you feeling this energy? Not just why you're having it, but where in your body. So writing out in your journal, like what these wands are these wands other people, or are some of these wands your own? Is there self-sabotage happening? Or is this, perfectionism is a way that we self-sabotage ourselves. Perfectionism is a sure way to block you from moving forward, moving up, moving at all. It stagnates, it creates more tension, more fear, and leaves no room for imagination. So it's important that if you do struggle with perfectionism, that you're able to start writing this out and learning where it stems from, learning how to move it, like from do a flip of perspective shift and change your point of view. Okay, so for some of you, your dream is, and your goal has always just been to be seen, to be heard. And if it's been to make others proud of you, it's time that you go inward with this and find out how to make yourself proud. It's really internally, we must be able to first trust ourselves, love ourselves, honor ourselves, lift ourselves up, have pride within ourselves, not arrogance, pride. Be proud of what you accomplish, what you do with your life. You know yourself closest and better than anyone else around you. And if you feel like you don't, now is the good time for you to begin working with this. So something else different about there's something unique. There's this shift happening. And we have shifted into Cancer season, and perhaps this is it. There's something to do with your community coming up too, as well. Community, flowing, maybe going to check in with your neighbor, say hi. Pardon me. I'm going to take a drink there. But I was guided to keep out these. Source wanted you to see these two amazing pieces that I bought from Ember Crow. She is a local artist, and she does this amazing art creation by working with the sun. And I really don't want to destroy what it's, the words, cyan, you know what art this is. Cyan something, because it is how, it does turn blue, and cyan is a blue color. But this is about healing. Healing. Some things will come very easily to you, others will not, and you will have to work hard to improve your performance. It is possible for you to spend months, even years, perfecting one particular skill, leaving other interests totally dormant. Your learning and expertise will move in cycles. This month you may be interested in gems, run several experiments, and have a great number of successes to make you confident to move into another area. Maybe you will come back to the gems a few months from now, a year from now, or maybe even longer than that. It is said we all travel around the medicine wheel, sometimes learning, sometimes teaching, other times living dormant for introspection. When individuals become familiar with your witchy side, they may ask you to assist them. Perhaps they have trouble sleeping, can't get rid of a headache, having trouble with an errant son or daughter, etc. There is nothing wrong with helping these people as long as you keep important principles in mind. Make sure that you are working with yourself and that you can handle helping others, okay? Meditation. There's many ways to meditate and all kinds of procedures to allow, I have to pull this up to the light here. To allow procedures. What's that say? Okay. To allow, and not every procedure can be applied to every individual. Try as many forms as possible until you settle with one or two. So this is talking about meditation, if you don't meditate, and how important it is to just try different versions, and also listen to your own body and your gut when you're starting meditation. If something feels better to you, then try that. If your gut is literally, your intuition is guiding you to do a certain posture or pose, do it, try it, okay? Everyone can meditate, but not everyone can follow all forms of meditation. The easiest way through color association with the chakra centers. That's a good way to start. Music is a universal language. There's so much going on in both of these, but maybe perhaps you are an artist and you do this type of work as well. There's something about standing out and owning it. Maybe this has been hidden from your life for so long and it's time for you to bring it out. Let's see what energy can help you when bringing this out within your life. You can help bringing the Atlanteans, evolution, vibration, legacy, technology, progress, expect acceleration. Yeah, the Atlanteans. Okay, so Atlanteans can help you with owning yourself and evolving your vibration, enhancing your progress, accelerate. Your third eye quite possibly could be opening soon or is about to open now. What do you have for others? The other, yeah, I didn't get to tell you, the last thing that came out in the meditation was step out of your shell, allow the world to see you. And this is, the Atlanteans are going to help you with this. This is a definite for anyone that is wanting to come out of their shell. There is a huge transformation happening with our world, and more are stepping out into the world. This is why there has been change that's been drastic. It's what it takes for some to get out of their shell. And then we have the Ten of Cups, moving to the Ace of Cups, showing a closing of a chapter that's going to end on a beautiful, happy note. And then it's going to start fresh and new, start over with another chapter in your life. This is where you're going to come out of your shell. This is the end of your internal shell, you keeping everything, your art, your skills, your love for flowers, your love for music, sound came up, and a need to work with your hands. Working with your hands, actively listening to the sound baths, listening to YouTube healing frequency channels, all the megahertz. There's different hertz and ranges that you can listen to. 432 just came up in my mind, so you definitely will want to check out 432 frequency meditation. Allow yourself to hear that. Let's see what else we have. We're going to pull one last card here from the Green Witch Tarot. I say the last one. I think it's the last one. The altar. Yes, the altar. Do you have an altar at home? You are being asked to create an altar. And perhaps maybe put your bowl, something that sounds, a bell, something to ring by it, some incense, and collect your own rocks and crystals to put out there. Is there a rock or crystal that you would recommend for Cancers born on this day? Cancer, we know you are guided by the moon. The moon guides you. We have more wands, so there's a need for passion to step up into your life, Cancer. You are already an emotional being. You know how to go with the flow. Now there's this sense of like you're resisting the flow of anything that lowers your self-esteem, lowers your confidence. Anything that comes in to try to project something onto you, you're stepping up and taking a stand for yourself, your own uniqueness. You're standing in your new uniqueness. You don't need to ask someone before you leave for the day if this outfit looks good for them or good for someone else, because now you're taking responsibility for your actions. You're taking responsibility for your day, for your everything, your clothes, your wardrobe. You're choosing your clothes. You're stepping into your own authenticity and taking ownership of this truth. So this comes about exploring. This is about exploration. Releasing fear and being able to travel could be this could be travel for business or travel for yourself, like a spiritual retreat that you're going to be taking. A window of opportunity. I just received that as I looked into my crystal ball and also received this as a download. Yeah. It's going to open up a window of opportunity for you. Expanding. When you travel, it really expands your limitations that have been placed in your mind. You know, the conditioned mindset. We typically learn everything that we need, everything that is key and very vital for us for living in this world, communicating, walking, talking, using our hands, creation, all of these things. We learn how to have a conversation and how to handle with emotions at a very young age. By the time we're 8, it just becomes a cycle that we repeat now, just like learning how to use a fork or learning how to walk and talk. Then it just becomes in our subconscious, and that's what we tend to live in until we bring forth our consciousness. The Atlanteans are going to help you evolve and raise your vibration up so that you can be more conscious of where you are, who you are, and to have that remember you, remember where you're from. And this is going to raise your vibration, raise your power, raise who you are and where you come from. Now that you know this and learn this through the Atlanteans, through your meditations, through the healing practices that you're doing, through working with Mother Earth, through really taking the skills, figuring out how you take a stand, being compassionate and passionate at the same time. You can stand up for yourself. Spirit says you can stand up for yourself and still be respectful to others. Practice the teachings of Buddha, Jesus, Yeshua, Krishna, any other mentor that maybe you look up to that has faced adversity and how they faced it, risking their life for freedom, risking their life for their own devotion, truth, belief. Call upon Spirit and the Atlanteans to help you with this. But this is beautiful that we have this and interesting that I thought this was a 10, but it is a 9. So 9 of Cups is showing this is you finally understanding. So you defend yourself, and look, it's actually like you're looking down here because you're ready for it. Even though you're fighting them off, this is where you're going. You're going to this place of complete it's you sitting here appreciating your own cups, your own awards, your own accomplishments, your own goals that you've reached. What goals have you reached in life? It's time now on this day to really reflect and think about the goals that you've accomplished this year. And these they may seem small to you, but they're very much a big part of, they're very much important. They're a big part of how you're able to live your life in a way every day without less stress, without worry. For instance, maybe perhaps your sink, your water trickles out and you have a pressure issue. And so you deal with this. The pressure is it's very barely coming out. Okay, it's going to teach you patience. Well, then it's affecting your day-to-day and you're unable to use the water at all. You finally call someone to help. They come, fix it. And now you're saving time, you're saving money, because quite possibly maybe you had a water line bust and you didn't know. You had a leak somewhere and you didn't know. But now you've learned, you've paid services to come and help you. And now that this is done and completed, your day-to-day is better. But it may have been like something that seems small. Okay, like, oh, it's just water. It's still working. It's not a big deal. No, not a big deal. But at the same time, that's fixing that one small leak resulted in improving your day-to-day, because it's not on your constant list in the back of your mind of something that you need to get done. It's not like, okay, I need to do that every day waking up and repeating that mentality of, okay, I need to fix the sink, or okay, I need to fix the toilet. Okay, I've got to fix this leak. Okay, it's time for me to put some sealant around the windows, around the cooks and the crannies of the home. You know, this is like accolades, all the things that you have done and all that they've had. And yes, they are small, they are also big, but look at how pleased you are here. Doing this is going to help you in honoring yourself in every space and time that you're in. Any event, any place, you're going to really love this energy that you have. And then to come to the Ace of Cups, the divine hand showing your cup is overflowing now. Because before your cup wasn't really, you may have had one or two. Again, the water was trickling out. Now it's flowing freely. And this altar is asking that you place something for all the help that Spirit gives to you in this process, for all the love and work that they give, the flowers they gift, the healing they give when you go outside and stand barefoot on the ground. I encourage you to watch the Earthing documentary. It is by Clint Oberman. He is a researcher. Phenomenal studies found. With him, after he started this research, doctors got in and then they did tests. And it's a proven fact that going outside barefoot, standing on the ground, in the grass, and just connecting with the earth reduces inflammation. It helps our bodies. It helps our bodies heal. So hang in there is another thing. Don't worry about whenever you, if perfectionism is a struggle, when a challenge comes up or something isn't going the way that you feel it's supposed to go, tune into yourself, check yourself, and think about that. Think about it quickly and remember it's an opportunity. Okay, this is an opportunity for me to think differently about this. This is an opportunity for me to let go of rage, let go of fear, let go of chaos, and actually sit and reflect and think about how I can work with this energy. This happened, and now because of this mistakes and failures are always where we learn how to grow and how to mature. This is when our opportunity. So try to have that mentality moving forward, and definitely set your space. If you have an altar, gift Spirit today. Pick something, make something that out of foraging items from Mother Earth. Make something for the earth to give back to Spirit for helping you today, okay? With this reading, with all that you have to look forward to in your life, and with the altar. And also perhaps set up an altar outside if you already have one inside and you work with this energy every day. Maybe set one up outside where it can shine. It can be shine on the moon and the sun. See how this is of the moon here? So there's an altar here. Maybe like even have a little pedestal outside to where you can lay rocks or some beautiful flowers to gift to the earth back in remembrance and sacredness. Perhaps you're finding numbers, coins, feathers on the ground, and yeah, you can find numbers on the ground. I found an Uno card one day. It was the green number 4, and it definitely meant something to me. Number 4 is about stability, shelter, basic necessities being met. Green is the heart space. So connecting the root chakra and the heart chakra is something that was meant for me to get out of that. Just one little thing, a nugget of knowledge I received out of that. I mean, it was a very awkward, weird place. Right now, before we blow the candle out, I would like to ask for your subscription, that you subscribe to my channel, like this video. If you would like, please share in the comments below how this resonated for you. I also encourage you to check out their short videos that are less than 3 minutes long. The angel number, angel card, and animal spirits. Those were all guided. I was guided to share all of those for people just like you, to help you when you see numbers a lot, when you see coins. When you find coins, it's important that you pick them up. Feathers. It's a crow feather that came to me the other day in the garden after some crows had visited my friend and I. But yeah, rocks, buttons. There's all kinds of things you can find on the ground that are in awkward places, and you're just drawn to like, okay, this is directly in front of me. What is going on here? Why is this here? And just make sure you pick that up and place that on your altar, okay? Now, on the count of 3, also, if you are working with your inner child, I knew there was one last thing. If you're working with your inner child, or if you'd like to, if you're just now starting a spiritual awakening, or you're really kind of wanting to work with connecting your mind and your body in unity, I encourage you to check out the inner child readings. I do those every day along with the birthday readings, okay? Now, on the count of 3, we're going to blow this out. 1, 2, 3. And as the smoke rises, may your dreams and wishes rise too. Have a cosmic day and tonight, meow.